Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Imagine a world where you're just another face in the crowd, struggling to make ends meet, and your only escape is the mic. That's what life was like for Eminem back in the day. From flipping burgers in Detroit to becoming one of the richest rappers alive, his story is nothing short of insane. Born Marshall Mathers in 1972, Eminem's childhood was a real-life soap opera bouncing around between Missouri and Detroit with his single mom, basically homeless half the time. He spent years living with whoever would take him in because they couldn't afford their own place. It wasn't easy, but it fueled his fire. Before he was famous, Marshall worked any crappy job he could find just to survive. We're talking short-order cook at Gilbert's Lodge, flipping burgers and scrubbing dishes for minimum wage. He even spent time at a machinery factory, like in 8 Mile, stamping out car parts like a robot. That's what it took to make ends meet. But while working soul-crushing jobs, Eminem was secretly spending every free second writing rhymes and battling other rappers in Detroit's underground scene. He'd show up at places like the hip-hop shop on weekends, going head-to-head with other MCs, slowly building his rep one freestyle battle at a time. Despite living paycheck to paycheck, probably with negative net worth when you factor in debt, Eminem never gave up on the dream. During his late teens and early 20s, he was grinding harder than almost anyone else out there. But making actual money from music? That was still a fantasy. His first album, Infinite, in 1996 was a total disaster. It sold like 70 copies total. 70? Can you imagine being the future owner of a $250 million net worth and not being able to sell 100 albums? People were literally telling him to quit rap and go into rock music instead. But failure just pissed him off more. That's when he created Slim Shady, this dark, twisted character that would eventually make him millions. The Slim Shady EP in 1997 did a little better, selling around 2,250 copies, but it was still basically nothing in terms of actual money. Everything changed when Eminem placed second at the 1997 Rap Olympics in LA. Some demo tape from that event somehow ended up in Dr. Dre's hands, and Dre was like, "Who the hell is this white kid?" That connection was about to transform Eminem's entire financial future. Fast forward to 1999, everything exploded. Dr. Dre produced the Slim Shady LP, and suddenly this broke kid from Detroit was worth around $3 million. Not bad for someone who was washing dishes just a couple years earlier, right? But that was just the warm-up. The Marshall Mathers LP, in 2000, became the fastest-selling hip-hop album ever, moving over 23 million copies worldwide. Industry experts figure this album alone generated around $23 million for Eminem. Then, The Eminem Show, in 2002, sold over 27 million copies and basically made him a global superstar. By 2004, Eminem's net worth had shot up to around $55 million. His concerts were pulling in $3.5 million per show, and he was selling out massive stadiums everywhere. The Anger Management Tour were basically money-printing machines. Some years, he was making $30.50 million just from touring alone. And here's where he got really smart. He started Shady Records in 1999, which became a goldmine when he signed 50 Cent in 2002. 50's debut album sold 14 million copies worldwide, and since Eminem owned the label, he got a huge cut of those profits. Talk about a smart business move that kept adding millions to his bank account. Today, according to pretty much every reliable source, Eminem's net worth sits at an incredible $250 million as of 2025. That's absolutely bonkers money for a guy who used to stress about paying his electric bill. The crazy thing is, his money keeps growing even when he's not actively doing much. His old albums are still streaming like crazy. He's sold over 220 million records total, making him one of the best-selling artists ever. Every time someone plays Lose Yourself on Spotify, he gets paid. Every time the real Slim Shady comes on the radio, cha-ching. When he does decide to tour, the money is ridiculous. In regular years, he's pulling in around $20 million annually. But when he goes on tour, that number jumps to $30.50 million easy. The 2014 Monster Tour with Rihanna made him $36 million in just 31 shows. That's over $1 million per show. Shady Records is still making him money too. Every artist on his label that has success, he gets a piece of that. Plus, he was smart about endorsements. That early deal with Beats by Dre reportedly paid him around $100 million when Apple bought the company. He's got real estate investments, owns that Mom's Spaghetti restaurant in Detroit, which is actually pretty cool, and has various licensing deals for his music in movies, commercials, and video games. The dude's basically built a money-making machine that runs itself. What makes Eminem's journey to $250 million so incredible isn't just the money, it's the mentality that got him there. His number one rule? Success is my only option, failure's not. That's not just a lyric from Lose Yourself, that's literally how he approaches everything. His work ethic is absolutely legendary. If people take anything from his music, it should be motivation to know that anything is possible as long as you keep working at it and don't back down. This guy spent years working garbage jobs while writing rhymes every spare moment he had. Most people would have given up, but not Eminem. He's also big on finding that inner strength when things get tough. You gotta find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you. And get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter, no matter how bad you wanna just fall flat on your face. That mindset got him through poverty, addiction, and countless setbacks. He's also all about staying authentic. I say what I want to say and do what I want to do. There's no in between. People will either love you for it or hate you for it. That realness, even when it's controversial, is what keeps people listening and buying his music. But maybe the most important thing is his belief that your background doesn't determine your future. You can make something of your life. It just depends on your drive. Coming from someone who went from factory work to a $250 million net worth, that's not just motivational talk, that's proof. Eminem's net worth didn't happen because he got lucky or knew the right people. It happened because he outworked everyone, never quit when things got tough, stayed true to himself, and was smart with his money once he started making it. From that broke kid flipping burgers in Detroit to one of the richest rappers on the planet, his story proves that if you've got enough drive and refuse to give up, you can literally build whatever life you want, no matter how impossible it seems at the start.